All right, so there are numerous benefits to leaving the United States, and one of the major one is not paying taxes.
Yeah,
Like, you can legally not pay income taxes up to a certain threshold if you live outside of the United States, and we're going to show you how.
let's check it out. Hey guys, it's Paul and Natasha with Nomadic-AF. Today we are going to be talking about a legal IRS provision for US citizens abroad. Now, this is just another reason that you definitely should consider getting out of the United States and moving abroad.
Yeah, all right, so in this video, we're going to talk about the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion, FEIE. Now, we are not accountants, we're not tax lawyers, we ain't nothing like that. All I know is we hire somebody and pay them a lot of money to do our taxes for us, and this is how we avoid paying income tax in the United States.
Yeah.
And if you set this up correctly and move around enough and not get residency anywhere, you cannot pay income taxes anywhere on your income.
Yeah, if
and
you
legally.
move to a country that doesn't have double taxation, you're not paying taxes at all.
Right, so let's talk about how this works and how we're able to live overseas and pay nearly zero in income tax.
And how you can take advantage of it too.
Yep, let's check it out.
Yeah. So we're going to look at this IRS provision and give you a couple examples of how this could save you tens of thousands of dollars.
Right, so we do this every year, right? We file separately so we can each file for it.
Yep.
Now, this provision, that's FEIE, is only up to like $125,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
You can skip all income taxes on up to $125,000 a year. So let's look at this example here real quick. So if all you make is 120 grand a year, right? You're living in the States, your federal income taxes are going to be between, let's just say, around 20K a year, right?
Yeah.
So if you're making 120K, your federal income taxes are going to be around 20K.
Yeah.
Right? With FEIE, it's zero.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's an extra 20K a year in your pocket. Can you imagine what you can do with that?
Yeah, and
Right.
that's only if you live abroad though.
Right, exactly. So let's take it, so you make a little more, that's great for you. So if you make 250K, so you're gonna pay like maybe around 60 grand in income taxes, yeah?
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more depending on how things work out for
brackets,
you. Yeah. So if you live abroad though, and with this FEIE, you're only paying income taxes on $130,000 of that money because the first 120 is tax free.
Yeah.
And that can save you like 40 grand. Like, why people aren't
ridiculous.
Yeah. So for 40 grand, you can literally buy a house overseas and live in it. For the money you're saving in 1 year, you can buy a house and live overseas.
To cut your taxes in half.
Or it's nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so you might be wondering who qualifies for this foreign earned income exclusion, and there are two qualifying factors.
Yeah. So the one is the physical presence test. You have to prove you were outside of the United States for 330 full days, right?
Yeah,
Don't be
in a
cutting
12-month period.
In a 12-month period, and the 12-month tax period, right?
Yes.
You have to be out of the country 330 days in that 12-month period, or you can qualify by being a bona fide residence. So we are residents of Mexico, legal residents of Mexico.
Yes.
So we do not have to pay income taxes in the United States on the first 120K we make.
Correct.
Each.
Yeah.
So those are the two prerequisites, either out of the country or you have residency out of the country.
Yeah, and we should also know if you don't have residency, you can qualify for this bona fide residency test with housing and visa, and there are other ways to qualify for this as well.
Yep, so check it out with your accountant, not with us.
Yes. So next we're going to be talking about what qualifies as foreign earned income.
Right, and that is anything you make while living outside of the country. That can be wages. That's like, for us, it's freelance income. It could be business income. Any income you make, as long as it's not U.S. government income,
Yeah.
then you're in trouble. But as long as it's not U.S. government income, any income you make outside of the United States is included in this FEIE.
Yeah, and if you are unsure, again, check with your accountant, not us.
No. Now, the exclusion limits change. Right now, I think it's like 124K. Last year was 120K. It always kind of bumps up a little bit, so make sure you know exactly how much of this you can
qualify
exclude.
for, yeah. So, before moving, if you want to qualify for this federal tax provision, there are a few things you need to do. You need to understand the tax rules, and you definitely need to plan ahead.
Yeah, because some countries, when you get residency, they expect you to pay taxes, and they should.
Yeah.
And some countries do not double tax if you pay taxes in the US, which this is considered paying taxes.
Yeah.
Right? So you really got to figure out where you're going and if you're going to get residency or not. So for the first 4, 5, 6 years we used this provision, we didn't have residency anywhere. We were bouncing from country to country to country.
Yeah.
So we paid zero in income taxes to anybody because we were not a resident anywhere and we were outside of the country.
Yes. So it's really important to research this IRS form, and the form number is 2555. I'll put that up just for you as well. And you also need to research the reporting requirements. You need to know the deadlines, what paperwork's needed, and all of that.
But you're doing taxes anyway. Everybody goes through this shit every year. Why not just put in one more form and avoid paying the income taxes altogether? Right?
Yeah.
It's much easier.
Yeah.
All right. So now that you know who qualifies for this deduction and what income qualifies for it, let's talk about setting yourself up for success here next tax year, right?
Yeah. Okay, so if you are just earning income, all you need to do is move.
That's it.
That's it.
Move out of the country. If you have a remote job and you're earning income online, it doesn't matter how that money is earned, unless it's from the government, unless it's from the U.S. government. But you can just up and move to Tijuana right over the border.
Yeah.
And you're set.
Yeah.
Right? But if you have a business like we do, it gets a little trickier.
It gets a little more
This is where you're going to need an
complicated. Yeah.
accountant. All right, so if you have this business now, like we do, we have a freelance business, you've got to be really careful. You've got to document what income was earned in what country. So like us, we haven't returned to the States in years. We know we were outside the States.
Yes.
But the government wants to know every single day you were gone and if you earned money. So if you came back for 5 days and earned 10 grand in the United States, that's taxable income.
Yeah.
Right? So you really got to keep really good records where you were and what income you earned when you were overseas.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are setting up a business abroad and you want to file for this tax provision, then it is super important to separate your US-based income apart from your foreign earned income.
Right. And once you start getting lackadaisical, like we did the first year, because we didn't know this existed,
Yeah.
we just put all our money in one bucket and then hoped for the best.
Our accountant was not happy with us.
She was not happy at all. But you really have to be careful on where you are and what income you're earning. So you can't just say, I made $60,000 last year. You need to say, I made 10 while in Mexico, 3 while in Guatemala, here. So yeah, it's a little more work, but it's a lot more money in your pocket.
Yeah, worth it.
Yep. All right. So as far as this pertains to digital nomads from the United States, you really just got to get your ducks in a row, and you can put so much extra money in your pocket. It's ridiculous. So make sure when you're doing your work, you're out of the country, right? You only have like 330, you have a month in the country in the US.
Yeah.
Make sure you just take that month and don't make the majority of your money during that time, right? Make
Yeah.
all your money outside of the country.
Yeah, and keep flight records, passport stamps, calendar logs, anything that proves that you were out of the United States while you were earning that money.
Right. So it's really important, especially for people like us, like freelance digital nomads.
Yes.
Like, you really want to keep your presence in the USA because that gives you, like, it just shows your company is based there, right? So we have USA phone numbers, we have USA addresses, we have USA office, we have all this in the USA, but it doesn't matter for this tax provision. It's your physical presence where it's at. Your physical presence is outside. Our business presence is in the US. Our physical presence is out. We qualify. We pay zero income taxes on the money that we make because of this.
Yeah. So there are some additional tax considerations beyond the FEIE. And we do pay taxes outside of income tax, and
yeah, it's really important to know this is just for your federal income tax.
Yes.
So we are self-employed, which is nice, but that also means we have to pay our self-employment tax.
Yeah.
So yeah, we save whatever it is, 30, 40 grand on our income tax, but we do pay probably 20 grand in self-employment taxes.
More than I'd like to admit.
A lot more than
Yeah.
I'd like to admit.
So depending on the country you're in, this can work with your foreign tax credit or not.
Yeah, so the foreign tax credit is if you are paying income taxes, like we live in Mexico, now we're residents, now we have to pay taxes, right?
Yeah.
So depending on if we pay taxes in the United States, they have an agreement with Mexico that we don't have to pay there. But if we pay taxes in Mexico, we can also write that off in the States. So this FEIE, you can work with this tax credit, this foreign tax credit, or in addition to it. So
yeah, definitely a consideration.
Something to look into.
Worth making, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this also does not include state taxes because some state tax worldwide income, which is totally bizarre to me, but definitely talk to your accountant about that and look into that further depending on which state you are based out of.
Right. So the FEIE, you can get rid of your income, your federal income tax, but you still got to pay your self-employment taxes, your state taxes
in some cases,
and you got to pay the foreign taxes where you live if applicable.
As you can see, this IRS provision is super helpful if you're living abroad and you want to get ahead financially.
Yeah, so especially as a business owner, like that 40 grand in taxes that we could have paid, that can really build your business, right? Like if you're struggling building a business in the States, an online business, because that's really all this will work with.
Yeah.
Move it to Mexico, move it to somewhere else, right? Take those income taxes and put it back into your business so you can build it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have an online business where you live. Why would you live somewhere that taxes you to death?
Yeah, and you can use that 40 grand to invest, to travel, or even grow your business even further.
Yeah, can you imagine like just skipping over the border and making an extra 40 grand a year because you did so?
Yeah. Okay, guys, so we know who qualifies for this tax provision, which countries you should probably consider moving to, and what you can do with this extra money. So we encourage you to consult your tax professional because, again, we are not tax professionals, but we do use this provision every year and we save a lot of money doing so.
Yeah, it's a real easy way to fix your financial situation. Like it doesn't cost anything to move to Mexico or Guatemala or anywhere south of the border. Your quality of life will be better. Your living expenses will be smaller, and you just put 40 extra grand in your pocket doing so.
Yeah, financial freedom, man.
Yep, that's what it's about.
Yeah, so if you like content like this, please like and comment and let us know what you think, and definitely subscribe because it does help our channel out a lot.
Yep.
And we appreciate it.
Yep, thanks.
So next time.